Alrighty. Since nobody else wants to say it, I'll say it. Black Panther used to be feared in this game. Like when he locked in, the whole entire lobby knew it. Supports panicked. Supports actually respected his dive. Nowadays, he dives and instantly gets his shit pushed in. And here's the crazy part about it all. He didn't even get a hard nerf. His damage wasn't changed. His abilities weren't reworked. No survivability was stripped away like Killmonger did, man, in the movie. So why does he feel so bad? Why did he go from the king of Wakanda to the king of the spawn room? Early on, the man was a problem for everybody. Any positioning mistakes were made with instant death. If your support was out of position, they were taken straight to the ancestral planes with your boy. He forced teams to play packed like sardines. They played smarter. They played more disciplined. And that's the key thing people forget. Like, Black Panther wasn't just doing this by dealing damage. He was controlling space by fear. You felt the king's presence. But fast forward to season 4, season 5, even now, he's basically vanished. And when you do see him, it ends exactly the same way. Tremble! And he's dead. And the funny thing about the fall of Black Panther, it didn't even come from a massive nerf. Go look at the patch notes. From season 1 all the way to now, there were no massive damage reductions done to his kit. His abilities weren't worked. They weren't changed. His survivability wasn't stripped. So on paper, he's basically the same as he was. So why does he feel so much weaker? Why does he feel damn near unplayable? And it's simple. The game around him has changed. And it changed for the worst possible way for Black Panther. And that's honestly the real issue. Black Panther is not a terrible character. He's just outdated. Every modern hero in the game right now counters him. First, let's talk about movement. Black Panther lives on mobility. So what happens with the roster? Bucky has a grapple, which instantly kills your momentum. Then you have the Thing, where once he touches you, you're grounded. You're not going nowhere. Then you have Emma Frost, who grabs you by the throat, treats you like a little bitch, and then slams you down. Then you got Penny, who's going to either web you, or the mines are going to blow up in your damn face. You don't get to outplay that. You can't just stop moving as Black Panther. Next, let's talk about some CCs. Mantis, gonna put your ass to sleep. Luna Snow, gonna freeze that ass in your tracks. Invisible Woman, she gonna push you away, or she gonna double jump and she out of there. Loki, he gonna go back to his clones. And then, let's talk about the summons that everybody else gets. Namor, he gonna put them squids up, and you ain't gonna be able to dive shit, playboy. Then you got Groot. Groot gonna put up all these walls. And now all of a sudden, diving feels like you're going through a damn maze. You cutting corners, losing line of sight, and by the time you find your target, hey, they gone. Lastly, we got the support power creep. The lucky, ducky, little freaking triple supports. Almost every support in the game now has a maximum health that no matter what combo Black Panther pulls off, he will not be able to kill you. You can land everything perfect. The engage can be clean. They still ain't gonna die. And they'll turn around and one-tap you. Let's not forget, Cloak and Dagger can also cloak the entire team. Let's not forget, you've got flying characters. If you flying, you are basically immune to 99% of Black Panther's kit. They just exist above you, and you stuck looking at them while they bombing on you. So what happens? Black Panther commits harder than anyone in the game. He has to fully commit to get a kill or to even apply any type of pressure. That's not a balance issue. It's a design flaw. But if there are any fellow Black Panthers still out there in this game, and you know what I'm talking about, and you feel me, brother to brother, Panther to Panther, hit that like button so I know it's not just me. Let me be clear so I don't get things twisted and y'all don't get the wrong message from this video. I'm not asking for Black Panther to be buffed out of his mind. Let's not make him broken like Daredevil. But I'm not saying also triple his damage or make him unkillable, because that's not the solution. But right now he needs something, because at the very moment he's not very viable to play pretty much anything past silver. And that's the real issue. If you buff his damage, he becomes a fucking nightmare. If you buff his survivability, what's up with me and busting? But then dive becomes unhealthy. So if you buff his cooldowns, then it becomes too much to keep up with. So raw buffs are not the answer. But doing nothing ain't it either. Patch after patch after patch, Black Panther goes untouched. Black Panther should make the teams hesitate again. Support should be scared. Backline should feel the pressure for being out of position. But right now, they don't respect him. And a hero like Black Panther should not be ignored. That is the king of Wakanda. This is not a buff conversation. This is a viability conversation. We got to strike fear back into supports. It's a design conversation. Black Panther was built for the early versions of the game where commitment was rewarded, positioning mistakes were fatal, mobility was limited. But Marvel Rivals today, it's faster, it's safer. Everybody has mobility. Everybody has a mobility counter nowadays. And Black Panther is still playing by the old rules. He's a hero that has to fully commit in a game that now rewards partial commits. Once again, he goes in with no way out. No reset windows, no second chances, no room to adapt in a mid-fight. You miss a spear dash combo, you're done. And that's the core issue. This is not about his damage numbers. It's about interactions. Right now, Black Panther interacts with the game in the most punishable way. He's the only one who has to fully dive in and fully commit. And on top of that, he didn't even have a real team support. He has no reliable team up. He had the one with Magic early in the years, but that was absolutely trash. Now he has the Hulk team up with the Shield. And then again, it's not really that great. But you got other heroes whose teammates are pretty much busted and broken. Black Panther, where's his at? He's basically on his own. There's not really a team comp around him, so he's constantly feeling like you're playing Black Panther solo. A rework doesn't mean turning him into something that's unrecognizable. It means just modernizing. Give him something to combat all these counters that he has to himself. Give him ways to threaten without instantly having to dive in. Maybe buff his spears or do something. But right now, Black Panther has to use and create his own space. You never knew when he was going to go in. You didn't know if you were out of position. And you didn't know if you were going to get punished until it was too late. And that's what's missing. Right now, teams don't hesitate from dive. Not just Black Panther alone. The whole meta now is so anti-dive. A rework would bring hesitation back from the supports. Make supports check their positioning. Right now, the whole triple support and the patty cake, it's too much right now. It's killing dive as a whole. And Black Panther, I feel like, is suffering the most because he is fully melee and he has no type of counters to whatever counters him. It's full 100 miles an hour or nothing. Because now Black Panther kind of feels like a throw pick. And I don't think he should feel like that. But now, your boy, Lord Black Panther over here, I want to hear from y'all. Do y'all think Black Panther needs a rework? Or do you think that's just something I don't know what I'm doing? Drop in the comments down below. Because right now, the King of Wakanda feels completely forgotten about. It feels like Killmonger took over again. But with that being said, your boy Hybrid's out of here. Peace.